Hey everybody, welcome back to part 4 of this little series where I am showing you how I write songs. There's no one right way to ever write a song. Um, I think this might be the last part, maybe. I think I'm done with this one. So I've been working on this song. It is the 140th song that I've written, and the title of it is "The Ballad of Sam and Frodo." And if you've watched the previous episodes on this, um, I've talked a little bit about that whole story, so I'm not going to repeat all of that. But in this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about we're going to talk about the bridge and the last verse and kind of wrapping it all up. I think it's done as far as I think it's going to be now. The other thing about songs, especially songs that you don't, necessarily record immediately and publish, and if you're like a big star and you get it out there in the world, is that songs are always evolving and changing, and they're never ever really fully finished. So last time I shared with you the first verse and the chorus and the second verse, and really was kind of taking you through the snapshots of the story of Samwise Gamgee and Frodo Baggins, the pinnacle of literary friendship that I see. So at the end of last time, I was talking about how I was kind of hearing a bridge. And bridges, I think, are really fun because they take you a little bit. If you're telling a story in a song, that bridge really can be the thing that turns things. It can be the thing that illuminates the whole point of the song, and or it can be something that's just really special. And so I will talk about this bridge, and this bridge in particular is a part of really the part in Sam and Frodo's story that I can't promise I'm not going to cry. I'm going to try not to, but it is this part in there that just really always gets me, and to me, it's the most poignant moment of their friendship. One of the most poignant moments in their friendship, and it takes place, if you're watching the movies, it's at the end of the first movie, which is the Fellowship of the Ring. And what happens is the Fellowship, all these people who have promised to kind of go with Frodo, they've all scattered because the enemy is after them, and they've all been scattered. Frodo decides the only way to really save them is for him to go off by himself and take the ring by himself. So he sneaks off, and he gets on a boat, and he shoves off. Well, because Sam has made this promise to him that he would never leave him, Sam runs after him and sees Frodo in the boat, and he jumps in the water after him. The problem is that Sam can't swim. And so he goes, and he starts to drown in the water because this is how much he loves Frodo. He's willing to die for him, really. And he goes in, and Frodo reaches down and saves him and pulls him into the boat and pulls him in and says, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And Sam says to Frodo, I made a promise, Mr. Frodo. And he quotes Gandalf. Gandalf says to him, "Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee." And Sam says, "I don't mean to." And they embrace. And they go off, and that's kind of the beginning of their journey. I just love it so much. It's just one of the best scenes ever. So that is where the bridge is that piece. Then, as I was working on this throughout the week, I realized that I needed to encapsulate kind of the end of the journey. And again, there's another moment where Sam, or Frodo couldn't do this journey without Sam. And Sam becomes just as much of a hero as Frodo. And it just reminds me that none of us can do anything on our own. We have to have each other. We have to have friends. We have to have people with us who carry us when we can't do it ourselves. And so Sam and Frodo have made it through all of this, and they're literally standing at the gate of Mount Doom, which is where they have to take the ring to destroy it. And Frodo is done. Frodo has no more energy, and they're literally laying there. They're laying there at the foot of this mountain that they have to climb to get there, and Sam reminds Frodo of what it must be like in the Shire where they're from. And he tells them, that it's probably springtime, and that the flowers are blooming and the orchards are blooming, and they'll be harvesting the barley soon, and all of this. And then he says they're going to be harvesting the strawberries, and they're going to be eating them. And don't you remember what it was like, Mr. Frodo, to eat strawberries with cream? And Frodo responds that he can't remember. He can't remember anything good anymore. He's lost all sense of his faculties. He's in nothing but darkness. All he can see is darkness because of the weight of this ring. Which, by the way, I'm wearing my Deathly Hallows. This is I love this shirt. It has the ring, the Elvish script that's on the ring. This is the song. This is the sword, Jon Snow's sword from Game of Thrones. This is a lightsaber. This is He-Man's sword, and this is these are the sonic screwdrivers from the 10th and 11th Doctors. So these are all of the things that I love, and they're all in one shirt. So that's what this is. Oh, and then Harry Potter, because this is the Deathly Hallows symbol. So anyway, sidetrack, sorry. So Frodo is in darkness, and he can't see anything. And so Sam says, I can't carry the ring for you, but I can carry you. And so he lifts him up, and he takes him up. And of course, that's not even the end, because they get into a fight with Gollum, and they almost die. But eventually they destroy the ring, and they end up on this rock together as the lava is coming, and they've destroyed, and they think they're just going to die there together. And then they're saved by the eagles, and they fly off back to Rivendell, where they recuperate, and they're fine. And it's just the best. It's just the best. I love this story. So I should also mention here that so this is a song that's a little bit different, because I'm really using the words of Tolkien here, and these aren't my words really, and I want to say that up front, that these a lot of my songs are the words that I've written myself, and this is me taking words from Tolkien and kind of adapting them to fit the song. And so I just want to give credit where credit's due. This is not these are not original. This is not an original story, and it's not an original. These aren't original words, but these are Tolkien's words that are put to song. And I don't do that very, very often, but as I was developing this one, this is where it kind of came up. So let's give it a try, and we'll see what you think. I'll try to get it right. We'll probably mess it up somewhere along the way, but we'll try. Dropping knees in the garden, thought I heard you have to go. Something about dark, Lord, and the end of all we know. Never thought we'd be companions on this journey beyond our doors. One more step and we'll be farther than we've ever been before. But oh my friend, I will walk beside you still. And if I must, I will climb up every hill. I'll go with you to the end. I can see the burden wearing in the darkening of your eyes. Can't protect you from every stab wound, though I promise I will try. I will fight off every villain with my bare hands if I must. Even the ones that look inside you, that threaten to break our trust. But oh my friend, I will walk beside you still. And if I must carry you through every hell, I'll go with you to the end. I made a promise, Mr. Frodo. Don't you leave him, Samwise, no. And I don't mean to, no, I don't mean to, no, I don't mean to. I don't mean to. It will soon be springtime and the orchards will be in bloom. Birds will nest in hazel thicket and they'll sow the barley soon. When you forget the taste of berries or the grasses morning dew, I can carry your darkness for you, but I can carry you. But oh my friend, I will walk beside you still. If I must, I will climb up every hill. And if I must, I'll carry you through every hell. I'll go with you to the end. So there you go. There's the Ballad of Sam and Frodo. The last thing I'll just mention is one of the more subtle but wonderful moments in that movie is when Frodo awakens in Rivendell and Gandalf is standing at the foot of his bed, and he wakes up and he realizes that he has survived. And then then Merry and Pippin come in, and then Aragorn comes in, and then Legolas and Gimli come in, and everybody is there. The fellowship is reunited at last. And then then Sam comes and stands in the doorway, and they just give each other this look. God. And this look is just so full of love and recognition and companionship and, man, just the kind of look that you know when you have been through the darkest days with someone. So I pray that you have a Sam to your Frodo, and I hope that you have those kind of people who will walk with you wherever you go and whatever darkness you have to go through. And I hope the song is a bit of a reminder of that story and that friendship. And maybe also I hope that maybe you and I can be friends to others in that way that Sam is a friend to Frodo as well. So thank you all for so much for walking this little journey in these 4 episodes with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you a little bit of insight into my songwriting process, and maybe I'll do another one here soon. But feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love your feedback. If there's something that you hear differently or something that you might want to change or something else, I don't know. I'd love your feedback on this song and on this little series that we've done. So thanks again so much for watching, and hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.